Greek word Sophia, which means skill or wisdom. When we say skill, it means that you have a mastery about something. So it also means the knowledge and practice or the requisites to godly or for godly and upright living. According to the English meaning, it is the ability to discern inner qualities and relationships, or another word is insight, good sense judgment. It is a generally accepted belief, accumulated philosophical or scientific learning, or another word is knowledge. Another meaning is wise attitude, belief, or course of action. From Cambridge Dictionary, it means the ability to use knowledge and experience to make good decisions and judgments. So the word, the wisdom detailed in word origin explanation, it comes from the Proto-Germanic word "wises," which means wise or knowledgeable. It also means from the Proto-Germanic "wisadomus," which means wise judgment or wisdom. It also means a piece of advice or the ability to know and apply spiritual truth. So there are words with the same origin as wisdom. So the descendants of Wisas, righteous, righteousness, wise, wisely, wizard. The descendants of Dom is boredom, doom, doomsday, freedom, kingdom. So they are related to each other since they have the same origin. Our main text for today is in James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. The context is James chapter 1, verses 2 to 8. It says, My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her work, her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God. Let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind, and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So this is our main, the context of the verse that we just read. So today we are going to learn 3 steps to gain abundant wisdom. Because as what we learn from the verse, God does not give only little wisdom. It means He gives abundant wisdom to anyone who asks for it. Okay? So the first one, in order to gain abundant wisdom, we need to, number 1, acknowledge your deficiency. According to the verse, if any of you lack wisdom, the word the lack comes from the Greek word liepo, means wanting, inadequate, empty. You need to acknowledge to yourself that you are far from the spiritual truth, that you've made mistake, and you are empty, you are inadequate. Without God, there's nothing you can do. According to Isaiah 55 verse 6 to 7, seek the Lord while He may be found. Call upon Him while He is near. Let the wicked forsake his way. And the unrighteous man, his thoughts let him return to the Lord, that he may have compassion on him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. We need to return to the Lord. Whatever bad things that we've done, do not be ashamed, do not be shy, do not say to yourself, no, I'm no longer worthy. No, we need to have this attitude that we need to be humble. We need to return to the Lord, because it is God who will show His compassion to us. Accept your wrongdoings. According to Luke chapter 15, verses 20 to 22, and he arose and came to his father. But while he was still a long way off, the father saw him, and the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, Bring quickly the best robe, and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand, and shoes on his feet. Sometimes we think that we are too unworthy. Sometimes we think that God is a very hard God. We need to remember that no matter what, our identity is we are His child, we are His son, and He loves us. We don't need to be stubborn. We just need to accept our wrongdoings. Live your simple ways. According to Proverbs 9:46, whoever is simple, let him turn in here. To him who lacks sense, he says, Come, eat my bread and drink of the wine I have mixed. Live your simple ways and live and walk in the way of peace. This is an invitation to those people who are living in a simple or ignorant lifestyle. Because God wants us to live according to His word of truth, so that we will be successful to fulfill His purpose for us and through us here on earth. We need to walk in the way of innocence. When you commit mistakes, don't be defensive. Be honest and tell God you are wrong. Even be honest to yourself. Forgive yourself. Don't try to be hard on yourself. Always think that life is a privilege. When you are still alive, it is because of God's grace. Use your remaining time to serve God. Ignorance is your best enemy. Get rid of it as soon as possible. How do you get rid of ignorance? Of course, by acquiring knowledge. Okay? Learn God's truth and walk in His ways. That is very important. When we learn the truth, then we will live in freedom.